Let me save you about 6 months of frustration right now. You've probably seen the videos. Make $500 a day from your phone. I quit my job with these 5 apps. And then you download the survey app, spend 3 hours answering questions about laundry detergent, and earn $1.40. Here's the truth, most side hustle content online is either sponsored by the apps themselves, or it's from people who make money by telling you about side hustles, not from actually doing them. Today I'm sharing 5 side hustles that real people use to make real money, not pinning your hopes on a 5-cent survey, but actual income you can build on. I'll tell you how much you can realistically earn, how long it takes to get started, and who each one is actually right for. Before we get into the 5, I want to name the pattern so you can spot it anywhere. Survey apps, cashback apps, microtask platforms, these aren't side hustles. They're ways to extract small amounts of money from your attention. The math almost never works out to more than $2 or $3 an hour once you factor in the time you actually spend. The same goes for most MLM and direct sales opportunities. Statistically, over 99% of MLM participants either break even or lose money. The people who profit are overwhelmingly the ones recruiting, not the ones selling. A real side hustle has 3 qualities. 1. The hourly rate is worth your time, ideally $15 or more. 2. The income can grow as you put in more effort or build a reputation. 3. You're providing genuine value to someone who actually wants it. With that filter in mind, here are 5 that genuinely meet the bar. If you can write a clear, well-organized email, you are already more skilled than you think. Businesses need content constantly, blog posts, product descriptions, email newsletters, social media captions, website copy. Most business owners hate writing or don't have time for it. They will pay someone else to do it. Beginner rates on platforms like Contra or LinkedIn typically start around $25 to $50 per article. As you build a portfolio and client list, that climbs to $75, $150, even $300 per article for specialized topics like finance, tech, or healthcare. Here's how to get started with no experience. Pick one niche you already know something about. Fitness, cooking, personal finance, your industry. Write 3 sample articles. Post them as a free portfolio on a site like Contently or even a basic Google document. Then pitch 5 businesses per week directly on LinkedIn or through cold email. Realistic first month, $0 to $150 while you build samples. By month 3, $300 to $600 part-time. Long-term ceiling, $2,000 to $5,000 per month working 10 to 15 hours a week, once you have repeat clients. Who it's for: anyone who communicates well in writing, enjoys research, and can meet deadlines. This one has existed for decades, but the digital marketplace has made it dramatically more accessible. The concept is simple: you buy things cheaply and sell them for more. Thrift stores, garage sales, Facebook Marketplace, estate sales, these are your sourcing grounds. eBay, Poshmark, Mercury, and Facebook Marketplace are where you sell. The items that flip best tend to be brand name clothing, vintage electronics, board games with all their pieces, power tools, camera gear, and collectibles like vintage sports cards or vinyl records. The skill you're developing is knowing what things are actually worth versus what people are willing to accept for them. That gap is your profit. A beginner might start by selling things they already own, clearing out their apartment while learning the platforms. From there, you start sourcing. A jacket bought for $4 at Goodwill that sells for $45 on Poshmark is an 11x return. Do that 5 times a week and you're making meaningful money. Realistic earnings, $200 to $600 per month part-time for most people starting out. Serious resellers who treat it like a business can clear $1,500 to $3,000 per month working 15 to 20 hours a week. Biggest downside: it takes physical effort and storage space. This isn't passive. You're photographing, listing, packaging, and shipping. But the barrier to entry is almost zero, and you can start this weekend. Who it's for: people who like thrifting, have an eye for value, and don't mind physical work. Tutoring is one of the highest paying side hustles per hour available to people without a formal business background. If you were good at a subject in school, math, science, English, a foreign language, you can get paid to teach it. Online platforms like Weezant, Tutor.com, and SuperProf connect tutors with students. You can also find clients independently through local Facebook groups, Nextdoor, or posting flyers at libraries and community colleges. The range is wide. Basic K-12 tutoring in subjects like math or reading typically pays $20 to $40 per hour. SAT and ACT prep tutors command $50 to $100 per hour. College-level subjects and test prep for professional certifications like the GMAT, LSAT, or CPA exam can bring $80 to $150 per hour or more. The startup time is fast. You can create a profile on Weezant in an afternoon, and many tutors land their first student within 2 weeks. One underrated angle here: language tutoring. If you speak English as a native language, you can teach English conversation online to international students through platforms like italki or Preply. No teaching degree required. Students in non-English speaking countries pay real money to practice with native speakers. You can run this entirely from your laptop, at whatever hours work for you. Realistic earnings: $400 to $1,200 per month working 8 to 12 hours a week once you have a few regular students. Who it's for: patient communicators who are strong in at least one subject area. Your day job probably taught you more marketable skills than you realize. Graphic design, video editing, spreadsheet automation, social media management, bookkeeping, virtual assistants, website updates, voiceover work, photo editing, all of these are in constant demand from small businesses and entrepreneurs who need help but can't afford a full-time employee. Fiverr is the best starting point if you're new to freelancing and don't have a client network. You create a profile, list your services as gigs, and clients come to you. Yes, competition is real, especially in crowded categories like logo design. The trick is to niche down and be specific. "I will design Instagram stories for fitness brands" performs far better than "I will do graphic design." Upwork works differently: you apply to client postings, and it's more competitive to land the first few jobs. But once you have a strong profile with reviews, hourly rates and project fees become substantially higher. A common trajectory: first month on Fiverr at $5 to $50 per gig while building reviews. By month 3, charging $150 to $400 per project. By month 6, you have a handful of repeat clients and are earning $500 to $1,500 per month part-time. The key insight is that your existing skills have market value outside your employer. You're just building the channel to monetize them. Who it's for: people with any professional skill, design, writing, tech, admin, marketing, who want to monetize what they already know. This is the only side hustle on this list with genuine passive income potential. Not the fake passive income that requires you to post content every day, actual passive income, where you create something once and it can sell indefinitely. Digital products include things like Notion templates, Excel budget spreadsheets, Canva social media templates, printable planners, ebooks, mini courses, resume templates, and Lightroom presets. Platforms like Etsy, Gumroad, and Payhip make it easy to list and sell digital files with no inventory, no shipping, no overhead. The challenge is discoverability. Your first product will likely sell slowly until you build reviews or a small audience somewhere. The approach that works: create a product in a niche you genuinely know, price it between $5 and $25, make it genuinely useful and well-designed, then share it in relevant online communities, Reddit threads, or social media posts where people are already asking the problem your product solves. A budget template on Etsy that gets 20 reviews and ranks in search results might sell 3 to 10 copies a week with zero ongoing work from you. At $12 each, that's $156 to $520 per month indefinitely. This side hustle has the longest ramp-up time: expect to spend 2 to 3 months before seeing consistent sales. But it's the only one where the ratio of income to time eventually inverts completely. Who it's for: organized, detail-oriented people with expertise in a specific niche who are willing to play a longer game. Don't try all 5 at once. That's a recipe for burning out on all of them and abandoning everything. Instead, ask yourself 2 questions. First, which one can I start this week with what I already have? If you already know how to write, start pitching. If your closet is full of clothes you don't wear, download Poshmark today. Start where you can start. Second, which one aligns with how I want to spend my time? If you hate interacting with people, tutoring is wrong for you even if the money is good. If you hate physical labor, reselling will drain you. The side hustle you actually do consistently will always outperform the theoretically optimal one you abandon after 3 weeks. One final note, tax matters once you start earning. Any income over $400 in the US from freelance or self-employment is taxable. Set aside 25% to 30% of everything you earn in a separate savings account from day one. It's a lot less painful to handle at tax time if that money was never in your spending account to begin with. Side income is one of the fastest levers you have for changing your financial situation. Not survey apps, not MLM pitches, real skills, real value, real money. Start with 1. Give it 90 days. See what happens. If you're working on building your emergency fund or saving your first $10,000 while doing all of this, check out our previous video. It walks through exactly how to structure your savings once the income starts coming in. I'll see you next week.